All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Check. 180. Up. 80 weapon.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert. Run. Just move.
Now Mayfield. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go.
You can't block me.
I got it.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check that. 180. Point it right. I got it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Real. Hey, let go.
And again, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Hill able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hey, Charlie.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Jones operating from the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Safe. Undercrunch. Jam. Go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Switch. Check.
Jones on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 3. Check 26. Check recon. 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 6 now.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And that is incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert! Hey, Wood!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Bryant. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Hurry! King! Check the backer!
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Team six.
Mayfield looks to throw. Bryant has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Hey, exit.
Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Alert! Hurry! Hey, Delta! Regular! Cut!
Mayfield down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Ready? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Check. Wide, get wide. Point it right. Under 10.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hey, alert 33.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 9, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
You got nothing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Set, 20. Regular. Stop right there. Hey. Easy. Check, 93's the mic. Hey, echo. Switch up. Check, 93's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Joker. He's checking. 6-6. Pull it high. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three. Showing it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Jones to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Ready? Shift, shift. Topper, topper. Check 37. Check, check, check. Out, 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 out. Let's go. Watch out. Check 2.
A first down carry for Barkley. Well, Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 9, check 9. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. No, no, no. Off. Get it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run. Bravo. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Bryant for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score from 23, Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. From the 31, Jones, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Jim, 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 Jim. Check check. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Another try for Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 26, check 26. Switch. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey! 80 weapon. Shoot.
Here's Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, do protein spill. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the return, it's Tate. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Slam. Check. Crunch. Blue draw court. Get ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line.
General West. Hey, Delta. Go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Switch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 6 guard. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Hey. High 7. 6-6, bullet high.
Jones going again. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. Check the backer. Check 24. Check 24. Look at me. Zipper. Deep river.
On first down, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 22. X3. 218. Chopper. Check nickel. Hey, alert 3. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, orbit.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Tighten up. Patch it. Fair. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Back, back, back. Hey, jet 24. Greystone, travel. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Danny. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Watch twist.
They'll run for it with Bartlett, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to one knee goes Mayfield,